Before we rank a single sign, it's important to understand what manipulation truly means. Manipulation is not always evil, loud, or intentional. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's emotional, sometimes it's strategic silence. Manipulation is the ability to influence outcomes without direct force, to guide people, emotions, or situations toward a desired result. Every zodiac sign possesses this ability to some degree, shaped by their element, ruling planet, and psychological instincts. In this video, we are not judging morality, we are analyzing power. This ranking is based on emotional intelligence, strategic thinking, communication skills, and the ability to shape perception. From unconscious manipulators to master strategists, this list reveals how influence really works in the zodiac. Stay until the end, because the signs you least expect often rank higher than the obvious ones. Rank 12 belongs to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is brutally honest, sometimes to a fault. They value freedom more than control, truth more than tactics. Because of this, they rarely manipulate intentionally. Their words may hurt, their actions may feel careless, but there is little calculation behind it. Sagittarius prefers direct confrontation or complete disengagement rather than emotional chess games. When they influence others, it's usually through inspiration, belief, or enthusiasm, not manipulation. If Sagittarius wants something, they'll say it. If they don't, they'll leave. Their unpredictability makes them hard to control, but also makes them poor manipulators. They simply don't stay long enough in one emotional space to engineer outcomes. At number 11 is Aries. Aries acts first and thinks later. Manipulation requires patience, foresight, and restraint, qualities Aries struggles with. They are impulsive, direct, and emotionally transparent. When Aries wants something, they push. When they're angry, you know immediately. This makes them powerful in confrontation, but weak in subtle influence. Aries may attempt to dominate situations through force of will or intensity, but manipulation is about quiet control, not explosive energy. Their biggest weakness as manipulators is their inability to hide intention. You always see Aries coming. Number 10 is Leo. Leo loves admiration, loyalty, and recognition, but their manipulation is rarely calculated. Leo influences through charisma, presence, and emotional gravity. People follow Leo because they want to, not because they are trapped. While Leo can guilt others through emotional displays or withdrawal of affection, they struggle with long-term manipulation. Their pride often exposes their tactics. Leo wants to be loved openly, not feared secretly. This limits their effectiveness as manipulators, but makes their influence emotionally powerful and visible. At number 9 we have Taurus. Taurus manipulates through consistency, comfort, and emotional security. They don't rush, they don't force. Instead, they create environments people don't want to leave. This is a slow form of influence, built on routine and stability. Taurus rarely manipulates out of malice, but they can become quietly controlling by resisting change and emotionally anchoring others to familiar patterns. Their strength lies in endurance, not strategy. Taurus doesn't play games. They wait until others adapt to them. Number 8 is Aquarius. Aquarius manipulates ideas, not emotions. They influence through logic, detachment, and intellectual framing. Aquarius can shift perspectives without appearing emotionally involved, which makes their influence difficult to detect. However, their emotional distance also limits their control. They don't care enough about individual outcomes to micromanage people. When Aquarius manipulates, it's often unconscious and ideological, shaping beliefs rather than behaviors. Their danger lies in how convincing their logic can be. At number 7 is Virgo. Virgo manipulates through precision, observation, and psychological insight. They notice everything: tone changes, habits, weaknesses. Virgo's manipulation is subtle and corrective. They influence by offering help, advice, or solutions that quietly steer outcomes in their favor. They rarely appear manipulative because their intentions seem practical. But Virgo knows exactly which words to use, when to use them, and how to frame reality as the responsible choice. Their control is quiet, clean, and often unnoticed. Number 6 belongs to Libra. Libra manipulates socially. They understand balance, perception, and emotional dynamics better than most. Libra knows how to say the right thing to the right person at the right time. They avoid direct conflict, but excel at indirect influence. Libra can shift group dynamics, create alliances, and subtly position themselves as indispensable. Their weakness is indecision. They may manipulate situations without fully committing to an outcome. Still, their charm and social intelligence make them far more powerful than they appear. At number 5 is Pisces. Pisces manipulates emotionally, often without realizing it. Their empathy, vulnerability, and emotional depth create powerful bonds. People feel seen, understood, and needed around Pisces. This emotional closeness can become influence. Pisces can guilt, inspire, or emotionally overwhelm others simply by expressing their feelings. Their manipulation is rarely strategic, but it is deeply effective. The danger of Pisces lies in emotional entanglement. People don't realize they're being influenced until they're already invested. Number 4 is Gemini. Gemini manipulates through language, information, and adaptability. They can shift narratives effortlessly, presenting different versions of themselves depending on the audience. Gemini understands psychology through conversation. They gather data, test reactions, and adjust strategies in real time. Their strength lies in speed and intelligence. Gemini can confuse, charm, or persuade without appearing threatening. Their manipulation is playful, mental, and highly flexible, making them extremely effective in social and intellectual arenas. At number 3 is Capricorn. Capricorn manipulates through structure, authority, and long-term strategy. They think in systems, hierarchies, and outcomes. Capricorn doesn't manipulate emotionally. They position themselves in ways that limit others' choices. By controlling resources, timing, or responsibility, Capricorn influences outcomes without confrontation. Their patience makes them dangerous. You rarely realize you're being guided until the result benefits them. Capricorn's manipulation is disciplined, strategic, and often invisible. Number 2 is Cancer. Cancer manipulates emotionally and instinctively. They understand emotional needs, fears, and attachments at a deep level. Cancer influences through care, protection, and emotional bonding. But when threatened, this turns into guilt, withdrawal, or emotional pressure. Cancer's manipulation is powerful because it targets safety and belonging. People don't want to disappoint Cancer. They don't want to lose the emotional connection. This gives Cancer immense influence, especially in close relationships. And number 1, the most manipulative sign of the zodiac, is Scorpio. Scorpio manipulates through psychology, secrecy, and emotional depth. They see beneath surfaces, detect motives, and understand power dynamics intuitively. Scorpio doesn't rush. They observe, wait, and strike precisely. Their influence is deliberate and controlled. Scorpio knows how to leverage silence, desire, fear, and loyalty. You rarely see their strategy, only the outcome. Their manipulation is not constant, but when used, it is absolute. Scorpio doesn't just influence actions, they influence transformation. Every sign manipulates differently, and none are inherently evil. Influence is power, and power depends on awareness. The real question is not who manipulates the most, but who understands themselves enough to use their influence consciously. If you recognized yourself or someone close to you in this ranking, it's because astrology doesn't expose villains. It exposes patterns. If this video revealed something you've never noticed before, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment which sign surprised you the most. Stay curious, stay aware, and remember, the most powerful influence is the one you recognize before it controls you.